So let's take our next problem now, which is again on quadrilaterals, which is on the type of perimeter. And this problem was asked in the year CAT 1999. Okay, so let's understand what is being given here. The figure below shows two concentric circle with center as O. So as you can see, there are two circles with a common center as O here. PQRS is a square inscribed in the outer circle. So PQRS is a square that is inscribed inside the outer circle, as you can see it here. It also circumscribes an inner circle touching it at the point BCD. So inside the square, there is one more circle which is touching at these 4 points BCD and then A. What is the ratio of perimeter of the outer circle to that of the polygon ABCD? So inside that you can see a polygon ABCD and outside that there is a circle. So what is the ratio of perimeter of the circle to that of the polygon? Okay, so clearly the problem is understood. Since they are asking me ratio, I will just go for the value. See, this is the shortcut. Okay, don't think in terms of variables. You will make a mistake. Just take the values, find the answer and mark the option because they are asking you ratio. So this is what I am thinking. So what value I will take? Okay, so start with any value. I'll say let the radius of the outer circle be equal to 2. Okay, so I start from this because that will make my job easy. Okay, now I'll start thinking how can I get the side of the square ABCD. Okay, now I know this angle is 90. Why? Because it is a square PQRS and the diagonals of the square bisect at 90. Okay, and these two sides will be equal because it's a radius, so it becomes a 45 90 degree triangle. That's what you have to understand. Okay, so diagonal of a square bisect at 90. Okay, that is, if you know this, you can find this a 45 90. So this yellow triangle, it's a 45 90 triangle. Now, what do I know about the ratio of the sides of 45 90? We had seen this earlier. The ratio is always 1 is to root 2, right? In that, the side that is equal is given to me as 2. So if you multiply this ratio by 2, it becomes 2 is to 2 root 2, right? That's how it will become. So this tells me that the side which I don't know here is 2 root 2. Okay, you can also apply the Pythagoras theorem and reach on to the answer. Doesn't matter, but this tells me that this side is equals to 2 root 2. Now I start thinking, okay, how can I get that side of ABCD? That's all I'm thinking right now. Okay, so this tells me that how can I reach there? If I know something about certain triangle, so I'll split this 2 root 2 as root 2 and root 2. Okay, because see, what am I thinking? I'm coming to the side. I need to find out BC. Okay, that's where I'm thinking. So how can I find out BC? If I know that that is a midpoint, of course, okay, as you can see it from the figure, so it is divided root 2. Now let's see this green triangle. Okay, can I observe certain pattern here? In this green triangle, what do I know? One of the angle would be 90. See, consider the half green, and if I take the other green, okay, this is where I'm thinking. Okay, so this is the square, this angle is 90. Right, I need to find out BC. So I'm thinking here, how can I get BC? And I know this angle is equals to 90. Can you see certain property with respect to circle? This is what you have to remember it here. Is there any property? Tangent drawn from the external points are always equal. So Q is an external points and I draw two tangents, which is QC and QB from there. Both has to be equal. Tangents drawn from the external point, which means now if I complete this green triangle, it becomes again a 45 90 degree triangle. Right? How do I understand this? Because the two sides are equal. Both are equal to root 2. They are tangents drawn from the external points. They have to be equal. Okay, this gives me that it's a 45 90. Now I know the ratio of the sides. Right, once I know the ratio of the sides, I can find out what is BC. That is what made me think and come to this. Okay, so since I know now it's a 45 90 degree triangle, so the ratio of the side is 1 is to root 2. I know the equal sides are root 2, so I'll multiply the entire thing by root 2. So this becomes root 2 is to root 2 is to 2, which tells me that the side BC that I was thinking to find out is equals to 2. Once I know this, the problem is over. That is what I was thinking. If I know the radius of the circle, how can I get the side of that square which is there inside? Okay, so what is being asked? Perimeter of the outer circle. Do you know the radius? We do know the radius, right? So radius is equals to 2. So I will write perimeter is 2 pi and the radius of the outer circle, that is, I had taken it as 2. Right? So I will write this as 2 pi r, that is perimeter. Then what? To that of the polygon. So one of the side of the polygon ABCD, as I found it out, is 2. The sum of all the 4 sides will be equal to 2 into 4, that is 8. Okay, now if I just cancel this, I will be left with the answer as pi by 2, and that is your answer. Option number C becomes your answer in this case. Okay, so a very easy problem that should be solved by values. Okay, this comes under the type of polygon under polygon.